Alright guys, so all loaded up. We did take the stack off because we were 14.6, and so we took that down so we didn't have to worry about any power lines. And we're all ready to go. Safety check. And we're just waiting on Jessica, and then we're gonna go. Alright guys, so here we go. Get this truck out in the road. Get on with it.
guys, so I got the Nano on me, so that's why I'm wearing this Gentry & Sons trucking hat. Pretty warm in here today. Get out, let's do a chain check, make sure everything's good. We'll hit some bumps before that. Alright, quick safety check. Grab that.
video, a good video with multiple camera angles and stuff, so it's exciting. We try and put a little music to it. You know, we got the point of view cam, we got the V cam. I think it'd be better over there, but that's okay. Looks like the audio is picking up a little noise in my pocket. I got to get closer to Jessica because the 360 camera doesn't have a good zoom. But I also don't want to be so close to her if somebody jams in front of her that I hit her with Marla. I don't want to do that. You know, it's hard to stop. I think right now we're at about 65,000 pounds. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this sort of thing. We got a few more of these trips to make. We're gonna bring Dolores home. We're gonna bring Crystal home. We're about to go up Polk County Mountain. We're gonna come around this hill and then up we're gonna go. That's the closest thing we have to a mountain. Closest thing we have to a mountain in my county. She's warm down there. We're turning that pipe purple for sure. But that was the end of the hill. So on the speedometer we slowed down from about 55 to about 48. And I was regulating the thrust with my foot based on EGT. We're gonna go with the bigger injector. We talked to my friends over at Industrial Injection, and we've got an injector picked out plus a percentage of over. Those guys have an extrude-a-hone, and they hone each injector nozzle to their own specification based on my horsepower requirements. We're gonna try a bigger injector with less open time and a slightly longer stroke. We're going to try and get this temperature cooled off a little bit. People say that the turbo might be too big, but I think it spools up good, and it doesn't get hot while it's in the spool. It gets hot on the top end. So I think we can fix that with, yeah, definitely derated, because you can see that the fans feel it. And it derates if it gets to 210 on the temp. And also it cuts back the RPMs. fine. I'd rather it derate than melt down, you know what I'm saying? So I never pressed record on the inside camera. I'm kind of dumb. I'm looking right at the thing. Never did see it recording, but hopefully the nano up on my hat did a good job and could hear me well. Super sucks. Super sucks. Hilly through here. You'll see me getting on and off gigs. On and off the direct and overdrive. The thing makes plenty of horsepower, even derated. I can see the derate because it takes about 8 pounds of turbo boost out of it, which means it's backing the fuel down. I see we're right around 205. I'd like it to not derate at 210, but again, I'd rather have it derate than melt down. Up here, sub like 1300 RPMs, the turbo does have some lag, but again, the fuel is turned down because the water temperature, the coolant temperature has dictated a derate. So the ECM will turn it down about 10%, I think. Maybe more. I'll have to look in to see what it's derating it to, but it makes it quite tame. Takes 8 pounds of boost off, so that means it's taking off quite a bit of fuel, and that's fine. Yeah, we're just cruising. Right down to the ranch and pull it in there. We'll unload this truck. Like right now, put it on the floor. It's at 1300 RPMs. It took about 3 seconds. Now it's running about 40 pounds boost. It didn't get hot during the spool. We're overdriving the injectors pretty good. We got about a 45 millisecond pulse width, and we got about a 1.12 fudge factor, which means we can overdrive that 45 by 10%. So it's probably 49 or 50 millisecond time. know, and without overdriving it another 10 or 15%, the thing doesn't smoke at all. So that tells you that these injectors are not even close to being big enough. All right, guys, bring it back. We got to try not to bust that OSPO open. See, this is the thing I hate about this truck, is it, once it loses traction, it sinks. Nope, wrong way.
Bumpy ride?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so. This wasn't really necessary. This I just did for peace of mind. This chain is not strong, and that D-ring I hooked it to is not strong. That D-ring is just for lifting that plate off. Whew. Let this thing build up a little air. I forgot to fix the air leak. No, right here. Now it's got an air leak, so I won't be able to build enough air pressure to release the brakes.
Huh? Yeah. Hear that air leak? Yeah. 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 All right. Shouldn't be bad. All right.
Now you're gonna spin her around?
Get her turned around.